Put them bright lights on, I shine on them. Put them bright lights on. Ay, put them bright lights on, this is my moment. Put them bright lights on. Let's go. Put them bright lights on, I shine on them. Put them bright lights on. Ay, put them bright lights on, this is my moment. Do it one time for the squad.
Finally here, guys, the last day of my internship at Cressey Sports Performance. It's crazy how fast the summer went by again, but super busy day. I got to get in there right now because I got to do my end of the year presentation.
So just for guys who rotate differently, I think part of the reason why some guys have inefficient rotation is because they have bad ground reaction.
Time to determine between Nick and Josh who has the best
I know,
rotational PowerPoint here.
Well, mine's more so like exercise transfer.
You're gonna leave it?
Oh.
Like I didn't lose one of you. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I've never known.
Alright, you guys ready? So, transfer training in sports. I did my presentation on improving rotational power in baseball players' swing. And I just focused on more so exercises, so...
Dylan, all this baseball, man.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
Sorry.
More baseball.
So transfer training. I read this book by Bondarchuk like a year ago, and it really opened up my eyes to thinking about more concepts with, what exercises can I choose for my athletes or program for my athletes that'll, carry over the best of their sport. And I just think, as coaches, we should be looking for exercises that provide the best carryover and transfer to athlete sport. Obviously, some examples I just have: trap bar deadlift. Obviously, you can relate that to a sprint, overcoming inertia. Same thing from the bottom up. Unilateral lower body exercises, whether that be power or strength. We know that's important in pitching. A high jump is something that stands out to me, where every pitcher is doing a explosive lateral jump off the mound. So those are just some examples I put together, and then obviously med ball variations. So when I look at improving rotational power, these are just some med ball exercises I listed that we would all, I think, agree that improve rotational power. But like I said, I read this book and it got me thinking about different concepts last year about like transfer training. Do these really transfer best to a swing? So there's just some questions I asked. Can you throw a medicine ball? Sorry, can you swing a bat? Are medicine ball rotational throws detrimental to our swing path? And are there better options? These are just some ideas that came to my head and I'm thinking about things. So I just want to cover the first one. I just have a couple. I don't know if this video will play here with those, but the athlete I train, and I just have him doing a seam toss, and I just show his swing here and how different. And I have shot put, detrimental to your swing. I know we talked about it yesterday. I love like med ball variations, but I'm not a fan of the shot put for hitters, just because I think, even if you're keeping your head back, you're still pushing, and I just don't like, I just think reinforcing a push mechanic can be just detrimental to a swing. Obviously, like what Nick was talking about yesterday, when we push, that's not obviously what we want in our swing. We want that. I'll talk about it in a second, actually. But so what you probably are asking, like, what exercises do I think? Well, I experimented with a couple different variations, and I like tornado balls a lot for hitters, for advanced hitters that know their swing. And there's a couple of reasons why. I like it because it's purely rotational, allows us to really sell out and get close to our max effort swing like we would in the cage in a game. And I think it can improve swing mechanics. Some hitters aren't able to stay connected in their swing, back elbow, oblique, or hip or scat. A bunch of the stuff that Nick was talking about yesterday, and I'm going to show you this first exercise that I did with the guy before Nick. Slow-mo, where his swing is being like replicated here. Staying connected, and then it'll speed up. A second here. Little smile at the end there, and so I mean the other. I also like it because it simulates a slack of the bat. I think the rope provides an added benefit of simulating the slack of the bat through the movement, similar to how you would in practice or game swing. And was I used kind of some of Kressey's programming methods for developing alactic anaerobic power. So I did 7 to 10 seconds is super intense for that. All the guys start with the 3 or 4 seconds. We started with. I only did this with 3 guys, but and they were all pro players. So and that's what kind of how I programmed. But like I said, beginners would stay around 3 to 6 seconds the first time. When I did it my first time, I could only go about 4 seconds or so without. I mean, it's a super intense movement. So and then I just have some alactic anaerobic capacity programming guidelines. To be honest, I've never gone for 10 to 12 sets. I know these programming guidelines are pretty much what I went off for the time-wise and like rest-wise, but I never went more than like 6 sets. I just thought that was too much. The guys were gassed, their output dropped, so I cut the set. But you know, I think alactic capacity in sport is super important in baseball. A lot of people underestimate it, but because obviously baseball is swinging is one explosive movement, one powerful movement. But I mean, we got to remember athletes must not only be able to execute their swing explosively for a single effort or series of explosive efforts separated by full recoveries, but they must be able to repeat and or be able to repeatedly and explosively swing in complete intervals of rest, separating from the third game. I mean, you just want to be. I feel like later in the game, I want to swing at max, at my max power capacity later in the game. I don't want to slow down at all. So I think that's huge too as well, even for pitchers too, obviously. But I mean, we're just covering hitters here. But and this is another variation I put together that I like a lot. So he's shuffling, he's feeling the tension in his back hip, loading up, and swinging into the ball. I like that one a lot again because I'll just play over time, but he's staying connected. Again, hopefully, grip hip, feeling the tension in his backside. Yeah, this is just something like we've been working on. Again, I haven't like done any research studies on it or anything like that, but I don't think medicine ball slams are the double. I love them a lot. I use them with every pitcher. I don't use this many with any pitcher, obviously, but and I still use them for. I still think medicine ball throws are awesome for younger athletes because obviously a younger kid that doesn't know their swing can't do those. It worked for the guys because they had high level swings that they could replicate, and they saw a big improvement in their swing and their output. So something I did last offseason that I'm talking about. So that's it.
Did you find it all because it's something like the shot put, they can really follow through with that follow through and get into that T-spine a bit more? Did you find that was limited with the tornado ball, that they were just really stuck in their upper back?
I mean, no, I don't think about that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think it's smart putting highly trained because the reason we don't do a lot of those tornado ones is because ages 12 through 18, we have a lot of low back issues, low spondyes, things like that. And these are guys that take hundreds and hundreds of swings every week and go to hitting lessons every week. And so the ability to kind of control that and not excessively rotate and push on some of those discs is a challenge. But on some of those high level hitters like you talked about, I think that's a pretty good drill for increasing power output as long as it's controlled a little bit better. I agree with you to a certain extent on shot puts. I don't think we look at shot puts as a way to improve swing. Again, not everything is supposed to be related directly to the swing. I even think there's some issues with the scoop toss about the way it kind of translates to the swing. But I do think it allows to kind of transfer some of the stuff we're doing and just get them to think about where their hips are and how they want to plant their feet and things like that, not necessarily mimicking a swing the way that tornado slam did a bit more.
Yeah, I think like too, I kind of like, I don't know how you feel about this, but like programming wise, I think you would only put it, I would only put it in like maybe a month or two, like in the middle of the off season kind of, or not late, not when they're getting close to spring training, not when they're playing or you know, playing games obviously, or not right after the season. So I think it's kind of like, I guess kind of like, I don't know how you feel, but like implement like a weighted ball kind of, because I just think it's, like I said, I don't want to hinder their swing at all, and I think that's the biggest thing too.
No, I
Put
think
that in a month before they let them spring training.
I think that's spot on. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, these guys come back pretty banged up, especially position players that play 29 days in a month. So, yeah, the ability to progress them into that, absolutely.
I think the other thing, like, he's felt, like he said, the reason that you use slants and rotational shot put is also because, like, you might need to teach a shortstop to get the ball to the first base quickly. You might need to teach an outfielder to be able to, like, have a, you know, you'll see most of the outfielders probably do a lot more slant stuff than, like, a pitcher does just because of that pulling down motion and trying to get them to the thoracic flexion, get their external release to fully exhale and go out. But I think do you know how many swings were you getting on an average? I wouldn't ever do this for more than 36 seconds personally.
Yeah. Swings on this.
Yeah. So do you know how many they're averaging at like 6 seconds back?
We probably so I would say like I only did one time. I counted his swings. He did 4 seconds, and he got like 12.
Okay, so I
that was
think
a lot, but it more so was just when his output dropped. Really, like the biggest thing that I implemented with this was how many swings they got prior. Because they would do all their skill work, they would throw, they would hit, and then we would train. So some days they would get 100 and something swings, so we wouldn't do this, or we would only do it for like 3 sets. Or some days they would only take 50 swings, so we would get after it a little bit with this. But I mean,
I think that's where like that was kind of the detail. You just did a good job of kind of explaining how you might like making a program a living organism, like when to push it, when to pull with it. You know, because baseball definitely falls more along the lines of a shot put than it does a distance run. An aspect that like much of baseball is a single power output. You know, unless you're a pitcher, and then which actually I would say that getting more alactic capacity for pitchers is probably even more important than it is for hitters because you're only going to take maybe 10 to 12. Not saying that it's not important.
yeah.
Like, but they do that so much. Like, certainly when we see them during the off season, when we get to initial like programming wise, it's like, hey, let's just try to get them like a single output of power back, you know, or whatever, or something like that. But I think the concepts that you put in there are really good.
That's what good.
Really good job.
Thank you.
Better than John.
Alright, Hope.
Well, guys, I finally got a hold for my camera the last day of the vlog, but today was officially my last day at Cressey Sports Performance. I'm leaving the parking lot right now. You know, as I'm leaving the lot at Cressey's right now, this video right here is the day after. Yesterday was my last working day. Today was my last day. I just went into the facility and went over some throwing programs and weighted ball stuff, and got a really quick workout in because I got to go because I'm leaving, going back to New York. So yesterday was my last working day. After work, I planned on PRing, deadlifting, doing the 500-pound deadlift. It didn't happen because all of us interns decided to go out to dinner one last time, talk about our internship, reminisce, and just see each other one last time. So I elected to do that instead of deadlift PR. I know I've been hyping it up, but you know, these guys I got really close with these guys over the past. These guys and Molly over the past 3 months here this summer, and you know, I really wanted to spend time with them because you know, relationships are everything, and I got really close to these guys, so I really wanted to spend time with them one last time. So that's what happened last night. After my last day working, this is my last official day. Like I said, I'm leaving the gym right now. I'm driving home, and driving home back to the condo. Then I'm gonna head out tomorrow morning, head back to Hughes, and yeah, I mean, it's super sad today. Saying bye to all the guys, all the athletes, all the Tim and Cap, and Jason. You know, they just helped me so much over the past 3 months, and allowed me to really grow as a coach and learn more and get better, and you know, essentially make all you guys better in the process. So I can't thank them enough. You know, it was really sad leaving them, and more so leaving the atmosphere. It felt weird going into work today, or not. I didn't work. It felt weird going into the gym today so close to somebody, and even all the athletes, so super sad leaving them. It's just tough because, you know, you developed a relationship with these kids for the past 3 months. You see them every day, you go really close to them. So it sucks saying goodbye, but, you know, these guys got me on social, so I'm definitely gonna keep up with them. I was thinking about this today, like the biggest thing I learned from this internship. So the number one thing I gained or took away from this internship wasn't an exercise, it wasn't a programming method, it wasn't the assessment, all of which I've learned about and am going to apply when I get back to Syracuse. It was relationships. Number one, it was knowing, it's now knowing Shane Rye, who's the best manual therapist in the country. It's knowing Brian Kaplan, who's one of the best or smartest guys I've ever talked to regarding implementation of throwing programs, weighted ball stuff. It's knowing Tim, it's knowing Jason, it's knowing all these guys and all the athletes that we trained. There's nothing, you know, better than knowing some of the best in the world. So if you have a question they can help you with, I mean, there's just nothing more important than that to me, in my eyes. You know, the relation for me, just being able to know these guys and go to them and with anything you need is the most important thing I've taken away from this internship. You know, I was coming here, it's funny, I came here looking to learn, which I did, but I came away here with the best gift of all, which is the relationships, having relationships with these guys. There's nothing more that was important than that, nothing more important than that to me, in my eyes. So that was my biggest thing. It wasn't the sexy answer, I know, that you guys were looking for. I know you guys were looking for some magical exercise to throw harder or something like that, but it wasn't. It was the relationships, it was everything. And I can't thank you know, the Cressey Sports Performance team enough for giving me this opportunity to be down here and learn from them and develop relationships with them. It's just, and train their athletes. You know, it's just been the best thing it's been career changing to me. It's been the best thing that's happened in my life since, you know, signing my pro contract to play pro baseball. I just, you know, the knowledge I gained, the relationships I gained, the people I met, there's nothing that comes close to it so far in my career. And yeah, that's it. You know, I don't know what else to say, guys. That's the vlog, the last episode of the vlog right here. We're gonna call this season 1 of the vlog, the Cressey Sports Performance Internship, I think. And I definitely got some more vlogs up my. I'm definitely gonna vlog more. So when I go home, not right away, but I have a couple athletes that are looking to make big velocity jumps, big speed jumps, and they have months and months to do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna track their day-to-day progress via vlog mode, and we're gonna pump out more and more vlogs. So it's gonna cover maybe their, like say I have a kid that needs to throw harder in 8 months. He needs to hit 90 miles an hour, 95 miles an hour. Then, you know, we're gonna track his progress, his day-to-day workouts for 8 months, as well as my personal development, what I'm learning, and I'm gonna share that with you guys as well. So be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna start that pretty soon. But, you know, I need a couple weeks here to get situated, get back in the gym, get all the guys assessed, and get training again. But I'm definitely going to do a season 2 of the vlog because I really like doing this. I hope you guys were able to benefit from some of these episodes. I thought I provided some good information for you guys that can help you. So we're definitely going to do this again because I definitely want to track progress of the guys and when I get back to New York. So this is me signing off. This is the last episode of the vlog. I can't believe it. And yeah, hope you guys, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for following along, watching this. I can't tell you how much it means the world to me that you actually are watching this. I just can't believe that somebody's actually interested in what I'm doing. So thank you guys. And if there's anything I can do, let me know. Otherwise, it's back to Syracuse, New York for me. I'll be on the road tomorrow.